always going to be careful with sharp knives. But I hope that you guys have had a great week. Oh yeah. What's up guys, it's your boy Rise. I'm just hitting you with the top 5 best purchases of 2018. These are all, of course, my opinion, but I did want to give you my insight on the purchases that I've made this year. So we're going to go ahead and kick it off. Number 1, the Giro bag. The Giro bag is like a traveler's dream. It's a smart bag that allows you to not only charge your phone, but it has huge wheels and can pretty much roll over anything. For Afghanistan, this is crucial. Not only does it have a huge wheel that like off centers the balance, it distributes the weight a little bit differently so that you can roll around and not worry about hitting curbs or anything like that. And it, you know, the weight that it takes off alone is just amazing. So after I purchased this bag, I ended up buying the whole entire family. It was something they had going on Indiegogo, which included the check-in. So it's a much bigger version of that bag. And I got the small backpack. They have another backpack, a little bit bigger than this one. This is awesome. That was perfect for my camera. The problem with this is it doesn't fit my laptops. The other bag was a much bigger version of that bag. So the second thing I purchased was this. This is the GoPro Hero 6. I did want to use this for vlogging. I loved what I got out of it. A great device. The problem is that when you're traveling, all the settings, it's just a pain in the ass. Like everything about it's a pain in the ass. This is going to become the new underwater camera. That is one thing that it does very, very well. Underwater diving, underwater shots, perfect. Obviously a rig for some high-end DSLR would be pretty expensive, so that's what this is going to be. The other thing that I didn't like about it is that it blew out the black. So right now I'm filming kind of low light. Actually my lights are off in my room and I just have a couple like ambient lights around. This would be so noisy that you would just want to change the channel. The use for this was awesome, but it was my first camera, a vlogging camera, and it's actually what led me to buy this camera that I just showed you, which is a Sony A7 Mark III. Great camera so far. I'm loving every aspect of it. So that would probably be number 3 as far as my best and favorite purchases of 2018. As I first opened the box and took a look at everything, I wasn't sure how much I was going to actually like the camera. I knew it was going to be a pretty fantastic thing, but I just didn't know how well I'd be able to get used to it. So I'm used to, I had a Nikon camera before, a Nikon D600, awesome camera, but I just kind of grew out of it, grew out of photography, grew out of like, you know, filming. It did really cool time lapses though, I will say that. This camera, the Sony A7 III, is going to be kind of like my travel vlog camera because it just replaces so many things. I mean, it's got 4K, it's got 1080p at 100 frames per second, it's got 24 megapixel, taking photos is going to be awesome. And I actually ended up purchasing a small HD external monitor and a Rode Video Micro, and I'm shooting this right now on the 2470. Ooh. So it's got a little zoom in there that you can do. This is a 2470 f2.8, which is awesome. I did pick up a couple of the lenses, but one hasn't arrived yet. Thanks Amazon, thanks Adorama for not fulfilling your order. Anyways, when I purchased the GoPro Hero 6, I loved every aspect of the fast-paced action shooting, and I wanted, you know, I went on this whole trip. I got a gimbal. It was awesome. I could swivel around, get these smooth, steady shots. I literally went to like almost every single club and recorded what it was like to be there, and I put that in another video, which you can find on my channel. The most messed up part about this whole entire story is that when I got home, I got all this 4K footage and I was ready to edit it. My 2012 MacBook Pro would not edit the footage. It was just crashing, just frame freezing every 2 seconds. I didn't know what to do. So I ended up purchasing the MacBook Pro from 2018. You know, this, I kind of have mixed feelings about. The problems are, you know, obviously the price, really expensive. The second thing that I didn't like is that when they released it, they had a bug that did not allow you to achieve peak performance because of the processor, etc., etc., etc. So anyways, they got a lot of that stuff fixed, I think, which, you know, it's okay. But one thing that I found, especially when editing with Final Cut Pro, is that, yeah, I don't know, just whatever. When you're editing in Final Cut Pro, it constantly grows the size of your project folder, and this is, you know, something you can fix. But at the time I didn't know that, so I got a 1 terabyte drive. I thought that was going to be enough. It ended up not being enough at all. I had to purchase an external hard drive, and then even the external hard drive wasn't fast enough to edit 4K footage off of, so I ended up purchasing the Samsung T5 1 terabyte external, which is cool. It's almost pocket size external hard drive that's an SSD. So anyways, it's pretty fast, and it kind of did the trick, so happy with that. But yeah, the other reason why I purchased the MacBook Pro over anything else is because I was looking at editing software. I saw Casey Neistat obviously ripping through movies and, like, you know, pumping out a lot of content, and I was like, oh, well, he does it, and he does it really well. I think it, you know, offers a lot of flexibility, so I'll go ahead and purchase, you know, a Mac so I can get, you know, Final Cut Pro. The problem is that you can't run Final Cut Pro on Windows, so it was a no-brainer. Day that I got my laptop in the mail, Casey Neistat posts a video of him getting a new PC, and he's like, oh yeah, this is great, you know, these people, they hooked it up, da 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 da, I got this new PC, it's like a gaming PC, really sweet features, whatever, da 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 da. And then he says, you know, a lot of my good friends, they edit in Adobe Premiere, and I am going to make the switch. And so I was like, what?
Okay, now I primarily edit and work off of my MacBook Pro, this thing. It does an okay job. I mean, I complain about it a lot because there's a lot of stuff that I don't like, but it does a pretty good job. But I have been wanting to experiment with two things. Number one, a Windows machine, and two, using Adobe software. I want to kind of switch ultimately from Final Cut Pro over to Premiere because, well, everybody that I know uses Premiere is very happy with it, and I'm like this with Final Cut. I had a custom computer built, a custom Casey computer built. It's done, it's here, it's in that red box.
Okay, so I mean, you totally get the point. So he gets a new computer and he's really happy about it. I mean, whatever. I'm over it. You got a Mac, so I'm gonna edit with a Mac. My thoughts about it today. I mean, maybe in the future I'll switch over to Adobe Premiere. It's just that I wanted something quick, easy, and fast, and it seemed like he was able to do that, especially considering the fact that despite the fact that he has interns, he also likes to edit a lot of his own content. So, bottom line, I got it for a couple of those reasons, and to be honest, I like it. It's good. I mean, it gets the job done. Whatever. I will say that the Sony A7 III is really cool because not only does it allow me to pop the card out, put it in my computer, edit much faster, which if I did it with this, I would take this off, pull the camera out, open the memory, fiddle around with this little micro SD card, plug it in my computer, and you know, that's every time that I want to make a movie or say something or edit or whatever. And it just, I was like, time is money, time is everything. And I already work 12.5-hour days, so I don't really have time to do all of that. This is easy, just pop it out, put the card in, good to go. So what do we have so far? We have the Giro bag, we have the GoPro Hero 6, which it may not have came out in 2018, but I definitely purchased it in 2018. Now they have the GoPro Hero 7, which I heard for all the reviews that I've seen, it's really sweet because you don't need a gimbal, etc. Third thing, my MacBook Pro. Fourth thing, and this is just the order, that has nothing to do with whether one product is better than the other, just the order that I'm explaining. So the Sony A7 III, and the last thing is going to be the One Wheel. I don't know if you've ever ridden One Wheel, but if you have, whew, you know, man, that thing is sweet. And it just feels like you're floating around, and the charge on it, it's about a 1 to 2 hour charge. I mean, I just go back and forth from work, and it's perfect for me. So I'm sure that, you know, everyone has their own reason why they would use it. But you know, I have a long walk. It's like a 10-minute walk, you know, 2 and back, and I go back and forth a few times a day. So my foot, I had a foot injury. It's really, you know, less strenuous on my foot, I've noticed. And plus, it's fun to ride. I mean, get a lot of smiles. And it makes you kind of happy on your way to work. You're just like, oh, this is so awesome. This is so cool. But yeah, so those are my top 5 purchases of 2018. If you have any purchases that you've made in 2018 that you'd like to share that you think are better than mine, let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, go ahead and prove it by clicking that like button, and why don't you subscribe while you're at it. Peace. If you liked my video, please click the like button. and if you my video, why don't you click that like button and subscribe? It's a nice thing to do. It's pretty nice. And then you get to see me again if you want. And if you like the video, why don't you go ahead and like it in real life and sub while you're at it. Well, and if you like the video, why don't you go ahead and prove it by clicking the like button and hit that subscribe button while you're at it.